Let me ask you a simple question. Are you poor because you don't earn enough? Or because the system was never built for you to win? Most people never realize the difference. You work every day. You give your time, your energy, your life. Yet at the end of every month, your money disappears. Is this just bad luck? Or is the game quietly rigged? Today, I'll show you what money really is, how banks create it, who controls it, and why debt quietly rules your life. So simply, even a 5-year-old can understand. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. What is money, really? A long time ago, there were no banks, no ATMs, no apps. People had things. You had wheat. I had milk. We traded. But there was a problem. Not everything can be exchanged easily. So humans created something new, money. But money itself does nothing. It's paper, metal, numbers. Its power comes from belief. Where did banks come from? People thought, we need a safe place to keep our money. That's how banks were born. Banks said, give us your money, we'll keep it safe. People trusted them. But banks didn't just keep money. They discovered something powerful. The bank's first big realization. Not everyone comes to withdraw money at the same time, which means all the money is never needed at once. This is where the real game started. Fractional reserve, the hidden system. Imagine this. 100 people deposit $100 each. Total equals $10,000. You think the bank has $10,000? No, it may keep only $1,000. The rest? It lends out. Yes, your money is given to someone else. The money creation trick. That loan money comes back into the bank as a deposit. Then it gets loaned again. The same money is reused over and over. This is how banks create money. Not by printing it, by typing numbers. So, what's the problem? Every dollar created is a loan, and every loan must be paid back with interest. Here's the question. If money is created, where does the interest come from? This question breaks the system. Why debt is necessary? For this system to survive, someone must always be in debt. New loans, new credit, new EM. You keep running, but you go nowhere. Now you know this. Money is not neutral. Banks don't just protect wealth. But the real trap begins when you start using credit. Credit slowly takes control of your life. Let me say something clearly. Banks don't control you the day you open an account. They wait. The trap begins the moment you hear one word. Credit. Credit sounds friendly, helpful, modern, smart. But credit is not money. Credit is permission. Permission to use your future life today. What credit really is. Credit means this. You don't have the money, but we'll let you pretend you do. You borrow happiness from the future and promise to pay it back with interest. That interest is where control begins. The first step into the trap. Your first credit card. It feels powerful. Swipe, tap, buy. No cash leaving your hand. When money doesn't feel real, spending feels painless. It's just a small EMI. Phone EMI. Bike EMI. Laptop EMI. Just a few thousand each month. No problem, you think. Banks don't sell loans. They sell small monthly pain. The snowball starts rolling. But EMIs don't live alone. They stack. Phone EMI, rent, card bill, personal loan. Each one feels small. Together they breathe on your neck. Time becomes the enemy. Credit changes how you live. You stop asking, do I need this? You start asking, can I afford the EMI? That one question changes your entire mindset. Miss one payment. Then life happens. Job stress, medical bill, family emergency. You miss one payment, just one, and the system shows its teeth. Late fee, penalty, interest on interest. Your balance grows even when you stop spending. Credit score, the invisible chain. Now enters the most powerful weapon, your credit score, a 3-digit number. It decides, can you rent a home? Can you buy a car? Can you start a business? It doesn't measure money, it measures obedience. Good borrower versus bad borrower. Pay on time? Good borrower. System loves you. Question the loan? Delay payment? Bad borrower. Why banks want you not rich? A rich person doesn't need loans. A debt-free person is dangerous to the system. Banks don't want you rich. They want you predictable. Salary comes in. EMIs go out. Perfect machine. Psychological control. Debt changes behavior. You avoid risks. You avoid change. You avoid freedom. Because quitting a job is scary when EMIs are waiting. Microhook. Debt doesn't just take money. It takes courage. Now you see the truth. Credit is not evil, but uncontrolled credit turns people into workers for the system. But here's the darkest part. What happens when everyone is in debt? How governments, banks, and inflation work together. and why prices keep rising even when you work harder.